go ahead and get started. Okay, so last session, the party made their way from having met someone who had been staying at the Vampire Hunter's Tower, a woman by the name of Esmeralda de Avenir. You all ventured south towards the Wizard of Wines, where you had an encounter in the woods of these strange woodland creatures that are pretty much indistinguishable from the plants themselves. These sort of dead trees that have been given life by some dark magical force. Along that were also accompanied by some very savage-looking druids. You continued south towards the Wizard of Wines, where you eventually stumbled upon a family, a group of people that looked very, very desperate, very, very harrowed, as if they had been recently attacked. And the elder of this family, who you learned to be Davian Martikov, led you all in and explained that he had received a dream, a vision from whom he called the Night Mother, saying that the Night Mother had most likely sent you all to help them in their time of need. Specifically, Malachi, he looked towards you, and he approaches you and explains, that the Night Mother works in very mysterious ways, and she's brought you here for a reason. And so, where we left off was Davian Martikov tells you all, come, sit, and I'll explain to you exactly what all is going on here. So, you all gather around the fire with this family, and Davian sits down. You see, my family, my ancestors, have lived in this valley for centuries. Long before Strahd himself came to this valley and conquered it. For a long time, we have been secluded from the rest of the valley. Content to make our wine and grow food, which we send out at regular intervals. It quickly became clear that this was the only place in the valley left that could grow food. Everything else had fallen to Strahd's corruption. So, we continued feeding this valley and taking care of our own. Until a month ago, we were assailed by these twisted druids and their unnatural servants. These blights that grow in countless numbers. Every night we were set upon. And you see his very weathered, wrinkled old face just sort of gets even sterner. And we have lost people. And over time, we were eventually driven from our home. The home that my family has watched over for countless years. And you can see that the young woman sitting beside Davian, as she holds her baby, she puts her other hand on Davian's shoulder. We have come to hard times. And it is by no mere occurrence of chance that you have come along this way. And he looks towards you, Malachi. You Your face is what the Night Mother has shown me in my dreams. You are the one who is to deliver us from this evil that has befelled our family.
First off, sorry you had to see this in your dreams.
He sort of looks a bit confused, but kind of gets it and grins.
I haven't had a dream in a long time. Oh, one second. Sorry, someone was running in. I have no idea how I'm going to, but I'm here now.
Yes, well, I think for starters, how you can help us, at first at least, is a very simple task, though dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Our vineyard must be cleared of these twisted creatures. Our home must be reclaimed, and our fields cleansed, so that way we may prepare to continue our work.
These creatures, do they have a leader, a master?
Their master, I assume, would be Strahd. They worship him as a god, though I don't know if they are directly ordered by him. Part of me thinks that they're not. Strahd has permitted our family to live in this valley for thousands of years. Something tells me that they have taken it upon themselves. But I know that they come south, from a place called Yestahill.
Interesting. So it's farm warfare.
Any idea why now? Why, after all this time, they would come for you?
We do not. And you can see that another man who sort of is sitting on the other side of his father. He's not quite similar looking to this older man. He's a bit bigger. His hair isn't quite as dark, and he's got kind of a little bit of a curved jaw. But he kind of goes, "I'm assuming that they're just taking the opportunity when they can. These people are savages. Perhaps they've been waiting for an opportunity like this for a long time."
Say your family is from this land from before even Strahd was here. Do you know about anything about an older evil that lurks in this place? Something different than Strahd.
From what we have written from our ancestors, this was once a very peaceful valley, ruled by the Morning Lord and the Night Mother in harmony. There were dangers, sure, but the Svalak Woods were always a peaceful place. Until Strahd came, of course.
Of course. So it sounds like you're in need of an extermination.
That is exactly what we're in need of.
I would hope that if we agreed to this, we might have room, board, provisions, as we set out on our journeys. A welcome home.
Oh, and also a continuance of shipments to Balaki, if possible.
If you clear the vineyard, you're welcome anytime. Our hospitality is earned, and those who walk under the shadow of the Night Mother are welcome as well.
You haven't been able to clear these things yourselves. They're strong, great in number.
Their strength is in their numbers. These creatures can be felled rather easily, but they grow in the hundreds.
See, I had the same issue at my farm. That's probably why you're thinking I'm going to help you out here. See, I had a bunch of corn, and people fuck with it. It's all about laying traps and, just being smarter. Because it was one versus maybe not hundreds, but we just need to plan. How big are they?
They range from being small to even your size, tall one.
This area where they're from, has anyone been there who could maybe draw a map, something that could help us know what we're walking into?
I suppose we have a few maps. However, if we did, they would be in the vineyard. But I will say, this Yester Hill has been not a civilized place. Long before Strahd came to this valley, the druids there lived in peace and harmony with the natural world. They were stern, strong, cautious, and sometimes brutal when they needed to be, but it seems the time and the darkness of this land has twisted them beyond recognition and into madness and dark ways.
Anyone who wastes their time pledging their allegiance to the plants is mad. But don't worry. We'll dispel these rotten druids for you. We'll make fast work of them.
Do not let overconfidence shroud your judgment. These creatures are not to be underestimated.
Neither am I.
You actually see Donovan kind of next to you, like, kind of chuckle and shake his head. But Donovan does sort of turn to you all and go, so this is what we're doing then? We're helping out some farmers?
Some farmers. You say it like that, Donovan.
In case you didn't remember this, these farmers feed every single motherfucker in this town. Every
That's right,
town.
buddy.
So unless you want to watch everybody starve, then yeah, we're killing and helping some farmers.
Don't get me wrong. I think this is fine. But if you want my opinion, you kill Strahd. Perhaps you cure the land. Easier fix.
Well.
But
Hey, Donovan, I have an idea. Go kill Strahd. Oh, wait. We can't. We can't yet, buddy.
seems to me we should be looking for that sword then. Or that idol. That holy relic.
I think that
Yeah, I wanted to go to the town too, Donovic, but here we are. So, do we want to waste time talking about it, or do we want to kill these things?
I think that we don't necessarily know how long it's going to take to gather all of these items, and that time,
Yeah, we could. Everyone could
countless
starve
could
and
die.
die. Look, you don't.
I mean,
fuck with
I'm-
crops.
I'm fine, but the rest of you might die. I don't know.
I won't. I haven't had any food in a long time. But I
Yeah,
can
me
eat
and-
it. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I can't even eat it. Me and Malachi and Piddlewick are probably fine, but the rest of you, I don't know about.
He
I'm
had me at
actually
fucking
pretty
with
hungry right
crops.
now. Actually, I could eat.
Now I had pops of corn.
Speaking of which, you all, after your journey to the Wizard of Wines, I need you all to mark off a day of ration or one thing of rations.
Okay.
I'll say yep.
Not
right.
necessarily Malachi and Xantix.
I don't carry them. I don't think.
So, Davian sort of speaks up. You will help us then, yes?
Well, I will.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking with crops pisses me off.
Me too. Yeah, same. Here.
Donovic sort of nods his head and he goes, and looks around at the woods and he goes, "Are we safe here? In this place?" And the other man who spoke before, he seems to be like the oldest son here present. He sort of kind of trying to help his father, work in this situation. He goes, "Honestly, no. I don't think we're safe here. It's we've been pushed back here, and this is sort of the latest place we've been pushed to, if that makes sense." Donovic sort of nods his head. "Well, it seems that they'll need some people to stay behind then. Someone to watch over the women and children. I can do that as much."
Why don't you keep what's his face with you too? And I nod over to the Baron's kid, who's just a fucking waste of time.
Victor just sort of goes,
Victor, would you rather stay with these helpless people or with us? And more danger.
I'm assuming here will be slightly less dangerous. Yes?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I mean, we won't be here to protect you if this place becomes dangerous.
Yeah, that's what
We
I'm
are
saying.
walking deliberately into a fight, is what I would say.
Yeah,
That is
But-
true, but
but there's more fighters here.
I would stay here. I would stay here if I were you, Victor, but that's just because I want less time to go by between my turns when I'm attacking.
I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. I think I'll stay here then. And Zimnus I'll stay here as well. I think me and Charlie can do some good. Piddlewick kind of tugs at your leg, Xantix, and goes and kind of points at you and goes, and points at him and then points at you. Kind of
What? He wants me to take him with us?
yeah.
Oh. You want him to come along?
And he shakes and goes,
Oh, you? Yeah, of course you're coming with us.
clicks his heels.
Yeah, no worries. No worries there.
Toad also sort of, I think I should probably stay behind as well, just to make sure. It sounds like we don't know which is going to be more dangerous.
That makes sense. You've been pretty quiet recently, Toad.
Well, what can I say? Okay.
And Renfield kind of goes like, forgot you were here, Toad.
A really high
Oh, you're
stealth
just
roll.
so incredibly sneaky.
And with
All right.
that, Toad just vanishes.
Gone. In a puff of spores.
Okay.
What time is it?
It's in the morning. I'd say it's, you've got like probably 2 hours till midday.
Brandon, you weren't here last time, right?
No.
I say we set out.
Yeah.
The faster we kill these things, the faster we can move on.
I agree. But I was going to say, did Chase catch you up on like what happened last week? Because you were there. Oh, okay.
We did the.
I just meant like the type of like creatures that we were fighting were like stealthy bushes.
Yeah, pretty much they walked through and all of a sudden the plants just like moved. Like they were completely indistinguishable from regular plants.
Yeah. And then the
We basically had to start just fireballing bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Findral's
All right.
fireball did prove to be pretty effective against
Yeah.
the small ones.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the druids were like wild things.
Yeah, pretty much just covered in like mud and shit and like furs. Very, very not kempt.
Kentucky fans.
We got a long rest the night before, right?
You did. Last night
Okay.
you did. Because you
I
had
am like, I'm like fully juiced, ready to go. I'm ready to go fuck some shit up.
Yeah. I have all my spell slots, and I wanted to make sure that was right.
yeah. So Davian sort of like grins and you see that he's very old. Like he's pretty wrinkly and he's got that little small scar over his eye, and he just sort of, good. This is very good. I knew the Night Mother would not steer me wrong.
The Night Mother's got nothing to do with it. And then Van Renfield just like trudges off like a fucking dick.
And as you trudge off, he goes, I figured I would probably be beneficial to go over some of the layout of the vineyard, but if you would prefer...
Van Renfield like catches that and like just turns around like immediately and is like, yes, of course, that's what exactly I was saying that we should do.
Yes, Adrian? And the other man sort of nods his head. We found these creatures all throughout our fields. As I'm sure you're well aware, they are pretty much indistinguishable from regular dead bushes and shrubs and trees. So, if there's any way that you could scout out the area around the main house, that would probably be beneficial, but I'd be very wary. That is where most of them ended up, I think. And
Was to keep us from burning down every plant we see in the area.
the larger man who you saw earlier, who had a sort of cut on his chest, he sort of goes, honestly, I think that's probably your best bet. Damn things just pop right out at you if you're not careful. Although, you'll need quite a bit of fire to do that.
He can make a lot of fire.
Tendril.
I could make some fire too. You know,
Okay.
normal amounts.
The
You
woman
can make a
who's
campfire.
the woman who's carrying the baby goes, I think perhaps you'll also want to probably enter through one of the entrances. There's a few ways into the main house, but I'm not sure what the druids have quite done since they've been there.
Something tells me it hasn't just been redecorating.
I feel like we're going to the forest temple in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog keeps getting into shit. Okay.
I feel like Van Renfield like switches in between like Van Helsing and the intro of like what is that, CSI Miami at times.
Wow.
That guy who just like takes the sunglasses like good night, mother's got nothing to do with that.
Wow!
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We lost y'all a bit. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, they basically give you a small layout of how this winery is set up, and they explain that it's 2 floors. There's double doors that lead towards the main entrance. There's a side door as well. There's a back door that leads into a sort of storage area, and there's a stables that is sort of connected to the house but doesn't lead directly in the house from the stables, and then there's a place where they load the wagons that has a door inside as well. But they just sort of give you that layout, and there are vineyards and fields just surrounding the wine house for pretty much, miles.
Chase, remind me, did I cast Find Familiar again to get Xantix 2 back?
You
I did
have
not.
Yeah.
I forgot to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just say it now. Next, like, short or long rest we take, I am doing that.
Okay. I'll try to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, are you ready?
What can you give us in terms of oil? Anything that could light and be explosive, fire of any kind?
I have some oil.
Whiskey, alcohol.
The large man just sort of, we have nothing. We've barely made it out of there alive. All we have is a few rations. And he holds out his hand and he goes, I have a torch, and that's it.
All right. Let's go.
I'm
No,
ready.
wait,
Malachi
shit, I
summons
don't
aside.
have any oil.
You emptied that
I have
out for
oil.
holy water.
I
if I'm
emptied
not
it all
mistaken.
out for holy water. Yeah.
I have oil, and I have a torch, tinderbox.
I think I gave you some of my oil, unless you got that from like your starting equipment.
I think I did.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I have
I
a tinder
built-
box.
I've got a lamp.
You have a tinder box and torches.
Oof. I've got parchment. We can burn that.
I have a
I have-
windmill deed.
I have 10 werewolf teeth.
You have a deed to a burned down windmill.
Yes.
I mean, I can do magic, so like I feel like I'm I feel like I'm good. And in theory, I can cast any cantrip too. So
Yeah. I say we
That's
go.
true.
We're
Yeah.
losing
Malachi
daylight.
summoned a scythe and in front of the dude. I'm ready.
I've prepared my spell book.
Okay.
I also, if I need a torch, I can. If I need fire, I can just slit my wrist and cover my sword in blood, and then it'll be there. So I'm good. I'm ready.
How often can you do that, by the way? I've been wondering.
I don't know yet, but I'm pushing the limits.
Does it hurt?
Oh yes, quite a lot.
Oh.
If it weren't for the magic, it would kill me every time.
He can do it as many times. It's just it takes a 1d6 of damage. Okay. So they've given you sort of a layout of how the actual wine house works. But you all stand up. You part ways with your companions, and the four of you begin to move out. And you can see that further down, the vineyard sort of dips in, and you can get a good look over everything. And you can see that situated in the midst of the vineyard, you can see the old winery, the 2-story building. You can see the multiple entrances, and you can see the thick ivory that's covering almost every wall, and some iron fencing along its roof line. You can see that way further ahead, the trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor, which the woman mentioned. You can see the wooden stable next to the loading dock. And you can see that, about 100 feet ahead of you, there is a sort of old metal fence that is sort of crumbling and rotting in some locations, but is sort of encircling this pathway to the interior of the vineyard. How do you all want to go about this?
I mean, my thought was honestly to get in somewhere on the outskirts of where we need to be and just start blazing a fucking trail. But that will light us up and make us vulnerable. We won't have the element of surprise.
I can fly and try to scout. I can see in the dark.
Yeah, your dark vision is 120 feet?
Yeah.
You're not having trouble since it's you're not really having trouble seeing. There's not really any ultra darkness. You all are able.
Chase, that
see.
music's pretty hot. You might want to.
Yeah, it kind of got hotter.
Yeah, it got pretty spicy.
Okay. How does that sound?
That's good.
I can start casting fire bolts all over.
Yeah, I don't really think any of my
I think it
spells
might be
will
wise
help.
not to alert everyone of our intentions before necessary.
That's true. I guess if we are able to take out the druids, they're creatures. I was going to say beasts, but they're not beasts by any means. Probably would die, right?
What are you asking?
I'm asking. I guess
The
I'm just
druids.
saying, would. I guess maybe this would be an investigation, maybe, or it might just be a guess on my end. Where
what specifically?
If we take out the druids, then they're creatures, they're plant minions would die out as well.
You do remember that during the last fight you had with them, all the druids were killed, and then the creatures just kept coming at you. They acted a bit more like, reckless and like less organized, but
yeah,
it didn't. They were still alive.
It would. So I guess it would still be a benefit if we killed them first, but.
I wonder if there's a way that we can attract them all to one space all at once, create a diversion, get them all in one spot attacking, and then firebomb it.
And just to give you all a better picture as well, as you look over the vineyard, I mean, it is just full of like dead vines and bushes, and after the last encounter, it has you very cautious about pretty much everything.
I'm walking, I'm
speak for yourself. I think what I need to do is run out into the middle of the field, screaming, hollering, blazing my sword, and attract the attention of all of these things. Go as long as I can, and then bomb me into oblivion.
I disagree.
Malachi just stares at him like... What?
Fendraw, you've been quiet. What's your thoughts? Or did he dip out for a second?
You might have dipped out.
Just briefly.
We need...
I mean...
Oh, my bad. I was muted. My camera's off too. The fuck? Yeah. Sorry. Let me try to delete this file. So Van Renfeld's down. Did he disperse into his position he was just talking about?
No,
or was that just a thought?
I'm not running off half cocked. I want to plan this out.
Okay.
He wants to plan his death.
It's not a death, it's a diversion. And I'll be resurrected. Someone will revive me.
So we're going to use Van Renfeld's field as a decoy, basically, and nuke him.
I mean, I can make a zombie, and we can use that as a decoy.
Sure, if you want to do it the safe way.
I mean, if you...
That is a better idea.
I'm not against being ridiculous, but I can give him my zombie and have him running around with flaming torches, throwing them, go in a big bucket, and just...
We should send the zombie out there to be a diversion.
I have a possible idea. Hold on, let me check my notes real quick. Okay, unoccupied space within 60 feet of you. Does it have to be?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at my manifest mind thing, so I can cast a spell from it.
Let's see.
And I was looking to see if there's any actually, I think I still have that up.
When does it?
Because it doesn't say it goes. It doesn't say it goes away. I think it's essentially just like a better find familiar, except it's not like a creature or anything. At no point does it say that it's dispelled on a short or long rest. As a bonus action, you can make it hover 30 feet, pass through creatures but not objects, garner forth a mind. Spectral mind is intangible, doesn't occupy space. While manifested, the spectral mind can hear and see. It has dark vision at 60 feet. The mind can telepathically share with you what it sees, no action required. And then, while it is summoned, I can cast a wizard spell on my turn from as if I were there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see where it says it ends, so I
guess it...
As written, you still have it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess until it's, like, destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Rad. Sick. Lit. Well, I have an idea, possibly to draw them into one spot. I can make it move out a pretty good distance away from us, and then cast a spell to make a large noise that should draw them in, possibly.
And we couple the zombie with the booming noise.
That's true. And some flaming
Some
torches.
torches juggling, if possible.
Toby's gonna juggle. He's got my dexterity.
And then once it's out there, then I can just start firing some fire cantrips out everywhere.
Shit, Toby does have good dexterity.
He's got a 16 dexterity. He's a dexterous boy.
Yeah, he's just plus.
Performance bonus?
I don't know.
No, he's not proficient in performance.
Toby is not. I'm not either.
All right, y'all. What do you want to do?
I mean,
I think we send Toby out there juggling torches into the middle of the field, make a huge noise, attract as much attention as humanly possible. We lay in wait for these things to attack, and then
Toby can
firebomb
fly,
them
too.
into oblivion.
Like,
I know
Toby can
Findraw's
hover.
ready.
He can hover.
yeah, he's pretty quick.
Yeah,
he
can
can
hover
like
40
go.
feet.
So, I mean, I can have him like hovering up, and
He
so
can
he's got-
hover up high 40 feet.
No.
Yeah.
He can hover. He hovers.
Oh,
And
okay.
he can go
but he
40
can move
feet,
40
yeah.
feet. Gotcha. Damn, that's a fast boy.
Yeah, he quick.
yeah,
Cool. But yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
I will say he has a casting range of 90 feet. So, I mean, from where you are right now, that's going to get you to like the gate, and then you have, a few hundred feet from the gate to the wine house.
I will have to stealth myself.
I mean,
guess.
yeah, you could just cast him and then just have him just go.
He could just go, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast him the 90 feet, and then he can just go in that direction.
Also, I mean, what is the range on your fireball spell, Feindal? Xantix would use the right name.
Findral.
What's
Stop.
the range? What's the range on your
60.
60
Nope.
feet?
Incorrect.
Yeah. Is it
No,
not?
150.
150. I thought
Yeah,
that
it's definitely.
No,
Yeah.
60.
No, it's 150.
150 feet. Says it right there.
Yes,
60,
correct.
60 is like borderline killing yourself.
He is correct. 150, 20
Yeah,
foot
60
radius.
would be very close for comfort.
Very close.
Hell yeah. Get out of the PP.
Okay, well, that's pretty far. In theory, my spell could probably alert anyone within, I don't know, say 100-foot radius. I don't know if I had to ballpark it.
If you were putting it in 5-foot squares.
I'll
If I
go
had
with.
to-
I'll take Findraw, and we'll get close enough to get into position to firebomb. And you
Can I
guys,
cast 3 like shotgun machine gun them just up in the air?
I mean, yeah, in 6-second intervals. Like,
Like, pow! Nuke it.
The anti-missile defense.
I like it.
what are we doing?
I guess you could like spread them out to like cover the widest area possible. Right?
let's me and Findraw sneak close to the through the gate, I guess, to like close to the vineyard. I don't know exactly what the layout is, but
So
like
you're
to the edge of the vineyard where he can get his firebomb somewhere close to where the distraction is going to be out in the middle of the fields.
So yeah, there's like a gate about 90 feet in front of you, and immediately past that gate is like vineyard. So you have all these patches of land, and that goes for about 200 feet until the wine house.
Let's send Toby out there 100 feet into the middle, cause everything, and then from here we can lob a missile. Do it. Then I pull out. Then Van Renfield pulls out his sword and grabs it. Sword in one hand, torch in the other.
And there's also like vineyards. The whole vineyard probably goes for a mile to 2 miles. Long.
Yeah.
It goes to the wine house, and then it goes for a whole lot longer after that. And width-wise, it's a lot.
We need to just blast a trail straight through to get to the vineyard house, because that's where we need to get to.
Oh, you know what? I guess I don't know why blasting our way through was my first thought, but if we want to get a closer look at over the entire area, I can use my manifested mind to look around.
Yeah. You could do that. Or I could fly.
Do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how that. I don't exactly understand how that works or what that is.
Yeah, I don't.
It's this little thing, and it pops up. It looks
It's
like
Gara's
Navi.
eyeball.
I was thinking it looks like Navi from Ocarina of Time, but without the wings, because that seems like too much like copyright infringement on Nintendo's IP. But it just kind of like floats up, and
I like.
You swat at it, and your hand passes straight through it.
What is this thing?
It's my manifested mind. It's my it's a new thing I can do. Isn't it pretty cool? I can cast spells from it. That's what I was saying, is that I can send it out there and cast spells from it. And as if I was there.
It's worth a shot, yeah.
You just can't get more than 300 feet away from you.
Send it. Can you see
Is
with
that
this
true?
thing?
Where is that?
Can you see with it?
Where?
If I'm not mistaken, or am I? Yeah, the spectral mind stops manifesting if it's ever more than 300 feet away from you.
Can you see with it?
That is not in my.
It's at the bottom. Yeah, it's there.
No. It's in the rule book, but I don't think that I have it written. It's not written in my
if I'm not mistaken, the mind hovers, so it can't fly.
Hold on.
It can hover
Let me read
up
again.
to 30. Wait. As a bonus action, you can cause the spectral mind to hover. Yeah.
Hovering in an unoccupied space of your choice within 60 feet.
But the plan is that we have to kill
Hover
him.
up to 30 feet. Okay. Oh, okay.
So it
Chase, can you, whenever you get a chance, add the last couple sections, the last two sections of the manifest mind to my character sheet, since it's
on your character sheet. If you click, if it, under actions, you see manifest mind.
I have to click on it. Yeah,
just click it and
there it is. There it is. I thought it had the entire listing on my
it gives
character
you a
sheet.
little bitty synopsis.
Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. So I can have it within 300 feet of myself.
Yeah, plenty of feet to get to the.
Yeah.
Literally from here to the winery.
Okay, so I could get it all the way over there. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
90 feet to the gate, another 200 feet to the winery.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, I can send him up there.
Can you see with it?
I can't. You can tell me what it sees.
The spectral mind can hear and see, yeah.
Have it take a peek.
It can
in the
telepathically
vineyard
share
house.
with you what it sees and hears.
Yeah.
Have it take
So
a peek in the farmhouse. See what's in there. See if it's worth risking our necks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I guess Chase, that reads to me as like I can't warg into it like I do with a familiar, but I can like know what it's seeing.
Yeah, it basically telepathically talks to you like a person might.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same thing, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will send it out, start floating it out there slowly.
Okay. You all watch as this... What does it look like exactly again?
Looking
It's
at
just-
me.
How did you post?
That's exactly what it looks like.
In the group message?
Oh, that's kind of cool. That is pretty badass. Although I feel like Xantix wouldn't be an eye because he doesn't have
He
eyes.
literally doesn't even have eyes.
But
It's like a little orb.
Yeah, I think it looks like a
It's that, but one color.
yeah. It's a floating. It looks like Navi, like from Legend of Zelda, like
Yeah.
floating
So you all watch as this
orb of light.
floating little orb of light just begins to float out and hover along the ground. Probably hovers about your height, like up to your head, but is just hovering through the trail of this vineyard. And you can just telepathically hear in your mind, Xantix. I see dead plants and dirt and a house in the distance. And you watch as it just continues to float towards the winery.
Can I retcon it and say that it just? I mean, it's not really retconning since it's not gone to this point, but it just sort of sounds like Jarvis from like Iron Man's Jarvis.
So just kind of British and talking like this. Like
Yeah.
Well, I don't really see anything particularly interesting. Just a lot of dead plants. And it continues out. And how far do you want it to go?
I guess to sort of the end of its range.
Have it go to the house.
Yeah, I'll have it go to the house, but sort of like weave and wind to like cover as much area as possible
Okay.
in our path.
It begins to sort of drift. And about halfway, as it gets about halfway, you start seeing some movement in the vineyard around. It's not much. It's just small little bits. I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
14.
12.
25.
Jesus Christ.
7, baby.
Yeah,
The-
plus. Oh yeah, you're a high whiz boy. forgot
Xantix,
about
Malachi, and Van Renfield, you all... Xantix, it particularly to you, just looks like the wind is sort of blowing through these. Malachi, you're kind of wondering whether it's some sort of movement, but you're not really sure. Van Renfield, you're similar. It's just you think you see some movements, and it maybe looks a little bit unnatural. Findraw, you can see that some of these bushes are moving, but it's really just the ones that are close to the trail, and they're not moving much. It's like they're turning and then stopping as they watch this light go by.
Stay happy. Those bushes are moving, and it's not the wind.
Have they noticed us yet?
I don't think so.
All right, I definitely want to like get my sword ready and like put my shield on.
So Malachi feels super comfortable in this. This is literally like his home turf is like guerrilla warfare in a field. Malachi's gonna start covering himself in like dirt, and he's just gonna start like hiding. Like, yeah, he's just gonna stealth right now. And he's like covering himself in shit, and he's like he just looks like primal almost. Oh fuck yeah, that's a 24.
24. You all sort of are like looking out in the like what, and then you just look around and like Malachi's like gone. He's like you've like still.
The last we saw of him is him smearing his face with mud, and then he disappears into the night.
And he is just like skulking along the ground, like in the shadows of the trees.
He's like crawling and like on high alert, and he's just looking at everything, like plants and Sam, my perception sucks ass. He's got good survival, but
yeah, I mean, you're still working off of a 14 perception check, so you're not seeing anything new.
But I'm trying to be. He's like kind of near them, but off on his own, and I'm kind of moving ahead, trying to see something.
So Xantix, you see that your manifest mind just continues to move, and it goes, I think I see some movement out in some of these bushes.
Should we send in a diversion?
It's not quite made it to the house yet.
But it seems like these creatures are becoming.
They're starting to stir for sure. I don't know if it's because of us or because of it. How far out is it?
It's about 3/4 of the way to the wine house.
Tell it to hurry.
Is it over 150 feet away?
Yes.
Okay.
It is about from you. How far did you get? Did you get up right next to the gate, or are you still where you were?
I'll be wherever the party is.
I guess be like right up by the gate. Like,
okay.
Yeah. So is it like gate and then plants like right in front of?
It's like gate, and as soon as you pass the gate, it's like fields. It's like vineyard, and there's bushes all around. I mean,
I'd guess we would be a little bit further back than that.
Malachi's like in the bushes at the gate.
Yeah, like, I mean, I would at least, like, I wouldn't get like right up on the gate because I'm not a very good sneak boy. And so I'd hang back a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So you're probably about 170 feet away.
Okay. I'll pull it back the 20 feet so that it's, or maybe a little bit more than that, just so that it can get like good coverage of the area.
Okay.
The fireballs can. And I'll tell the group, okay, I can't get any further and it looks like these things are waking up. I'm pulling it back and let's start.
You see a spectral form rise right next to you.
Going in blind, just like I like it.
Just Malachi's just pitch black smoke with still those like bright purple eyes, but it's Malachi, and it just sort of like looks at you as it walks by, and just sort of. Is Toby going stealthily?
Yeah, Toby is.
Okay, roll a stealth check for Toby.
And I
Stealthy.
believe so. He's a 16, and he has my same proficiency bonuses.
Does he?
My proficient. Yes, I checked
Are you
it.
serious?
Yep. You read it right under challenge proficiency bonus equals your bonus.
Oh, okay.
Is that just for combat or?
Proficiency bonus equals your bonus.
So he has should have the same.
Bonus.
He has the same proficiency bonus, but not necessarily the same ability modifier as you.
Well, he does have the same dex.
Okay, so he would have the same.
Shit, I guess he does. Yeah, he has the same stealth.
He'd have the same.
+6.
Just a different attribute. Alrighty. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Toby rolled a 22.
22. As Toby just sort of almost begins to blend in with the shadows and the mist that are surrounding this vineyard, and he just floats towards the middle. Findral, go ahead.
I'll tell them. I'll tell Findral. Wait until I give you my signal. That way, we'll know that the most number of them are together.
Don't tell me what to do, robot.
You'll kill more of them if you
don't tell me.
Wait for my signal.
Robot.
Well, fuck you. So,
Findral, you can see that apparently, you're not sure if they're just waiting or what, but you don't see any movement from these like plants and bushes. But I mean, it's even hard for you to see Toby at this point because he's almost just blended in with the shadows. But it creeps up about halfway, and then you all sort of see Toby sort of reappear and float right next to your manifest mind. Xantix.
I'll cast. Is it Thunderclap?
The cantrip?
The cantrip. Yeah.
That's what? It's like audible for 100 feet, right?
It's for 100 feet in like all directions.
Roll for that shit to see if you can even cast it.
We'll see. I gotta roll a 2.
I'm gonna die if this is the one time you can't.
No, it's good. This is 7.
It's gonna happen.
It'll happen one of these days. One of these days.
It's gonna happen in the worst time. I really feel
I know.
Like it. Okay. So you all just watch. Jesus.
We watch it.
You watch. You
been watching The Departed.
Departed.
You all wouldn't really hear it at this point, but yeah, you wouldn't hear it, but you see that sort of Toby sort of just like reacts a little bit, and there's a second's pause, and you all begin to see that all around, in all the vineyard you can see movement. You can see as some of these creatures begin to come out on the road towards Toby and towards this manifest mind. And you also see them moving through some of the rest of the vineyard. And
Malachi entered the vineyard.
It's like
by the way, not
did.
far, but
okay.
But when I stealthed, yeah.
You specifically said that you were just at the gate.
No, when Toby was in Malachi, when he rolled a stealth, Malachi, I'm like just over the gate, like in there.
Okay. Well, if
I'm
you're
not
just over the
far.
gate, you're beginning to see movement to your right and left as some of these bushes
Okay.
begin to move.
Okay.
And you all
I didn't know if I
watch
was.
as there's like a chain reaction as like you start seeing dozens of these small, some of them taller, bush-like creatures coming out towards the road. And there's, 1 dozen, 2 dozen, and you just see countless more movement throughout the 2 miles that this vineyard is. And it just slowly begins to come more and more.
Oh fuck!
Malachi sits as still as possible, like in his Rambo paint.
And you notice, Malachi, that the creatures to the right and left of you just begin to walk towards Toby and are beginning to walk like right by you as they walk towards that center of that road. Toby and the Manifest Mind are now surrounded by 30 of these creatures, and Toby's just sort of readying his scythe.
What percentage, like, of the creatures are all like, what's the flow of traffic like? Is it like, how many of these things are going to be able to fit around this thing? What's the optimal? How dense are they? I guess is what I'm asking.
They're scattered at the they're kind of like the closer to Toby and them, like the denser it is. But it sort of seemed to be that within 100 feet, they all started moving in this one direction. And then from that point on, these creatures only started moving when they saw the ones next to them begin to move. So it's
how
sort
big
of
is the radius of fireball?
20.
20?
So 40 feet. But if you cast multiple of them like next to each other, you can
I can get up to that.
expand
Toby and the
that.
Manifest Mind are now completely surrounded as Toby begins to start swiping at some of these creatures as they begin to try to claw at him.
I want to, we should wait till they're dense enough to get like 3 of them. And
what's my visual?
Draw it on that map.
At this point, Xantix, it's just bush. He's just they're surrounding me. They're all around me.
Gotcha.
You can see
Yeah,
they're
he's
beginning
close to the
to
ground, so he can't
claw
even...
at Toby's shadowy form, and you can begin to see him starting to dissipate. They're wearing down on him as he's being completely surrounded.
He's hitting back. He's going to try to take 1 or 2 of them with him.
But there are now 3 dozen surrounding him.
Van Renfield looks over at Findra and is like, "Now, blast him!"
Findra goes, yeet! And starts yeeting fireballs and
How many
simultaneously. I'm shooting all 3. Do I have 3 or 4? Sorry, man.
How far away is the wave from us at this point, too?
Oh, sorry. How far away? Oh, they're about from you. They're about. So you wanted them about halfway between the gate and the house, right? I mean, that was So they're about 120 feet away from you.
Perfect.
Findra, you have 3 fireballs.
I just yeeted all 3 fireballs.
Okay.
And I'm gonna eat some magic missiles in there too.
Well, hold on. It takes you 18 seconds to just loose 3 fireballs. So
I know.
I'm down with him, and we're the whole time we're going I'm blast off.
Have you ever seen those big firecracker boxes just shooting shit?
Go ahead and roll damage for all 3 fireballs.
Of course, actually, Van Renfield in character is he's just standing watching the flames
Malachi,
rise.
Toby is not going to survive 3 fireballs, so
Oh no! All I wanted him to do was bring them all
And
there.
as you see the fireballs just coming towards him, you just see Malachi just go and just continue to hack as he's just blown.
Why is this not letting me roll right now?
I guess. I mean, Chase
Gives like up for those about to die. We salute
No,
you. And then,
No, before the fireball hits, right before it hits, Malachi's gonna dissipate the spell. He's gonna fall back into the crowd, and I'm just gonna dissipate it.
Okay.
Chase, if can you like confirm this to me?
Go ahead.
Like, Manifest Mind does not have any HP and can only be dropped if I dispel it or die.
I believe that is correct. From what I've seen, it can't be attacked and you can't kill it.
Yeah, it's like incorporeal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool. I was just asking because
yeah,
if it's not, then I would have moved it.
Yeah. No, it just took 3 fireballs. And Findral, were you able to roll that damage?
I had it long. What in the?
Let me just go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna stroke out. Yeah, just roll. My shit's not working. I'm gonna have to fucking factory reset this computer.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Findral
18d6.
No, it would be 24d6.
Oh, Jesus
fireballs. He rolled a 22, a 23, and a 31. Okay, so Findral, you blast this center pocket, and you immediately explode. All 3 dozen, and you see these 2 large.
He immediately explodes, but then what happens to the fireballs?
You see on the sides these 2 other clusters, and you fireball both of those. You have probably just blown up roughly, 50 to 75 of these blights as there's just crackling wood everywhere. However, you do see that surrounding this blast area, they are still coming. And I mean from there's 2 miles of vineyard, and it's all moving now, especially after this blast. However, there is a massive gap from you to the winery.
I'll start.
I'll run.
I'll start.
Time to go, boys.
As we're starting to move, I'll use my spectral mind and move it as far as I can per round.
Sure.
And cast another thunderclap to try and draw them towards it.
Okay. Let me go ahead.
Grab my power cable. I'll be right back.
Sure. Okay. So, if you all are on roll 20 and you want to go ahead and get in here, Brandon and Josh, I can give you a second. So, let me.
Please solve the puzzle. Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
Dude, my computer is having a stroke. Straight up.
Okay. So.
Is it making you captcha it?
Yes. Over and over.
Boy, you got a virus.
Yes, I know. I'm just gonna have to fucking.
Where you been? What are you doing? What'd you torrent?
Yeah, I told you I downloaded that game. I juked myself out of my shit.
Boy.
So we now have 3, just massive, just craters at this point, as many of these creatures are just blown to smithereens. There are still about a dozen, however, they're scattered about. They're not clustered up anymore. You all have about, from here, and let me get this exact about, and let me get you closer so that it's more accurate. You've got a mad dash of about 120 feet to this vineyard. And let me... And we are going to go for a skill challenge again. We're going to try these again. Okay. Is everyone ready? Findral? Josh,
No.
are you...
I'm as ready as this thing will let me. So let's go.
Okay. Are you all mad dashing? Is that the plan?
Vindrog's already dip-setted.
It is for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xantix, you can see that your thunderclap is distracting some of them. However, this fireball has attracted most of their attention, and they're all beginning to try to swarm into this area. Okay, you all, you hear the rustle of these dead vines all around you. Inhuman shapes are emerging from this vineyard, their thorn-covered limbs crackling as they trudge forth through the mist and rain, as this misty rain begins to fall slowly around everyone. They're coming out of this vineyard, and you can just see in all directions. I mean, 1 dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen. They're endless as they continue to move on. It's clearly looking like fighting, even though these creatures are rather weak. I mean, you couldn't stay and fight. You continue your mad dash towards the winery. What do you want to do as these things begin to clamor in?
Into the winery, or
Ben
y'all-
Renfield wants to be like Heismaning these motherfuckers. Is he like?
Okay.
Like, do we have like pretty good distance on both sides? Like, isn't this
Malachi's
picture?
off to the side?
Yeah, they are pretty
Hiding.
much filling these empty spaces, though. There's nothing quite out on the road yet. However, you might have 1 or 2 here as they begin to fill in, and they are filling and they're moving in closer towards you.
Gotcha.
But you have a second as they begin, so you have a second to prepare whatever you'd like to do as they try to move in. What would you like to do? Van Renfield, you said you want to just be Brian Urlaching through this crowd of thorns?
There's a walker.
I guess I'd love to like. I mean, I've got a cantrip Eldritch Blast that I have 2 of that I can like blast as I go.
Okay, roll 2 attacks.
I guess we're like zombie hoarding.
All right, 13 and 22.
Okay. Van Renfield is just beginning to blast these creatures back as they come out of the path. So he has managed to make a clear dash. Malachi, what are you doing?
So Malachi's going to. I mean, he still had that stealth.
Mm-hmm. Are you
I'm
just
going
stealthing
to-
behind everyone?
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth along horizontally, I guess.
Okay, so
I guess along the side.
how this works is there's pretty much like this seems to be the only real path there.
Oh, okay.
You could
fuck it
stealth
out.
around. There is a small gap, and it's not on the screen here, but there's a small gap in here. However, it's like vineyard here, and then a small gap, and there's more vineyard beyond that. However, creatures are coming in from that direction as well.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna burst out, and I'll just Eldritch Blast these bitches too,
Okay, roll 2 attacks.
as quickly as I can. 18 and 14.
Okay, you manage to blast them back as well. The both of you just sending these creatures back as they come out of the woods. Xantix, Vindral, what are y'all doing as well to make it through here as they begin to continue to move closer and closer?
Question: are these red circles just like
That's
burning
where-
fire?
Yeah, they're not going to hurt you. You could run through them.
But are they on fire?
The circles,
Yeah.
they're like smoldering ash and like little bits of fire still clinging.
Shell
Nothing-
hole.
Gotcha. I guess the question I was gonna, my idea is casting web. If I cast web, would it light my web on fire?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do that. I will
All right, we gotta do it
cast.
quick.
I'm gonna cast enlarge on Malachi.
Okay, Malachi is now
You are now-
huge.
You're now size large, and
Can
And-
you fit in the house?
I can drop it whenever I want. But my idea is that Malachi, who wields a scythe, his scythe is now
Like Paul Bunyan.
20 feet
yeah,
long.
It's huge.
Just gonna start.
Well, does his
So,
equipment
I
get
mean-
bigger?
Holy
He
shit.
does. It specifically says the target's weapons also grow to match its new size.
Holy Jesus
Dude,
Christ!
yeah. I'm just reaping this into whole field. Like,
Okay.
And Renfield
I
like
made
looks up.
I made super farmer.
And Renfield like looks up and sees Malachi like growing in strength. And I assume Malachi like hardly even gives any mind to Ben Renfield as he's swinging this side. And Ben Renfield's just like diving out of the way, horrified.
All right, Xantix, that is enough for you and Piddlewick to scoot behind. And Fendral, is there anything you'd like to do? as well?
I'm misty stepping. I'm popping them things like candy.
All right, how far is your Misty Step?
It's range. I thought it was 30 foot, but I'll take
think
60
it's-
foot.
it's 30 feet.
Yeah,
It's 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
30 feet.
It's a third level
But-
spell.
But it does.
But, I mean,
second level, second tier.
Oh,
he
second
can he
level.
can misty step and then run. Like
Yeah.
And then dash.
So
So,
that just dashes you way ahead
Well, you can't.
as you're able to
Yeah.
move, as you're able to Misty Step and then dash right between your two empty fireball spaces.
Doing it again.
Well, that's all you needed to do for this part of the
okay.
skill check. Okay, so you all have, through your magical abilities, managed to clear a path through as well. Since with such success, you all are able to push forward as these creatures try to catch up and get closer and closer. They are beginning to move closer behind you, but you were managed to push through with pretty much ease. Let me just for spooky effect.
And like as Van Renfield went through, he was shooting out about like big shards of like bright blue energy blasting these things out of the way. And he's just running with this cross shield.
Okay.
No flames on the sword yet, though.
Okay. All right. We have made it through there. So, where in this house are you all trying to go to? How are you trying to get in?
So there's a second story, right?
Yes.
So I'm really big. I'm gonna like just try to like grab and pull myself up.
Okay, make
Like-
an athletics check or an acrobatics.
That'll probably be acrobatics. So let me check. Plus 6. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. You just absolutely hop up on top of the roof in the second story, and let me pop you over here. You're on your own little map here.
And
And it's going to be black for you for a second, but we'll so there are 5 windows on this side, as well as and let me explain. Okay, so in the front of this house in the second story, there's 5 windows, and then there is basically a roof over the stable that's to your left. And you know what? Actually, let me bring you back over here, and this will help you visualize it a little bit better. So there's like 5 windows in the front. There's a roof over the stables. and a roof over this loading dock. Where are you going?
Which place looks... I want to get somewhere where I can, once everyone's inside, I feel like I'll be able to get to them and we can have like a secured location.
Make a investigation check.
Oh, thank God, it's not perception. It's 15. I have a +0, so 15.
15. You are thinking that your best bet would probably be through one of these windows, because that's going to be your direct way to get inside.
So I'm assuming Xantix has been watching, and he's going to, like, as I do that, he's going to shrink me. And I want to just like prop myself into the window and start like being up there, be like a sniper and start shooting Eldritch Blast to give them cover and fire.
Yeah, I'll drop it if I see him like trying to fit through a hole that's smaller than his body.
Is there a door somewhere where my character is?
You can see if there.
Is that what that little thing is?
I just was able to. I was just telling that y'all could see what was on my screen. Okay. Yeah, so you can tell that there is a door right here. There seems to be, as you managed to see as you ran through, an open door right here. And there's a double door and a side door right here. And then
I'm going to try to kick that door in. You run through it.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay. Roll an athletics check.
That door's not getting kicked open. All right, I rolled an 11.
You run up and just boom, kick, and nothing happens. It budges a little bit, but it seems that it's barred from the inside.
I see him just like smash into it or whatever, and I make a beeline for that like loading dock area.
Okay, Malachi, you went in through one of the windows, did you say?
I'm like perched in the window now, and I'm just Eldritch Blasting. But yes, I'm going in through one.
Okay. Which window? So there's a window here.
Just the closest one to most center, I guess.
So, most center. Okay. That would be right there.
And then if I'm gonna give it like a quick look, but then I'm turning around and I'm Eldritch Blasting for support for them to help them in the skill challenge.
Okay. All right. So we'll keep you in there for a minute, and you are Eldritch Blasting. Okay. Van Renfield, where are you going?
I see Vendra like smashing that door, and I go straight to that like loading dock area.
Okay. So there's a set of double doors and a small door. Where are you going?
Small door.
Small door.
Double doors.
Okay. All right. You go and immediately try to open one of these doors, and it's barred as well. Roll an athletics check.
$16.
16. You just barrel your shoulder in, but whatever is barring this door, it is solid. Okay. Xantix, what are you and Piddlewick doing?
Oh, gosh. Well, okay. I'm trying to figure out if... So the dash action, you gain extra
We're not doing
movement equal to your speed.
actions. I don't want you to worry about feet right now. Basically, you're just deciding where you're trying to go.
Okay. I'm going to just go inside with the rest of the group.
So here's Findra over here.
Yeah.
Kicking that door unsuccessfully, and Van Renfield's over at another door trying to open it as well.
Gotcha. I will. Here's my question: would I be able to make it to them
Yeah, you can make it to either one.
and cast a spell?
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to focus on trying to get in or help them. You're just going to be focusing on buying time.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Well, I was thinking, like casting a spell on the door to open it.
Yes. What door would you like to do?
Both of them.
Where only one, so they're split up.
Magic missile split into two on one and one on the other.
Okay. Roll. Okay. All right. So you stand up. I'm going to say you have to stop right there to get a visualization of both doors. Roll.
I can't. Yeah, I can't see where this
And
other.
how
I can't
many
see
missiles?
where the other door is. Oh, he's right there. Oh, okay. I see.
What?
Okay.
How many missiles?
It's. I'll cast it at second level, 2 on each.
Okay. Roll damage for each of them and tell me how much each one is.
All right. Damage on the first door is 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the
I
second
didn't-
one?
Also 8. Yeah.
Also 8. Okay.
Yeah. Weirdly.
These 2 missiles, or these 4 missiles fly out, 2 of them crashing into each door. As soon as that happens, both doors are blown open. However, as you all are still standing there outside, you feel great needles flying out behind you as needles and thorns begin to rain down around you as you're being shot from these creatures at a distance. I need all 3 of you, so everyone except Malachi, to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Crit fail.
Oof.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
11.
19, baby.
19.
God.
Okay, so, and give me 1 second, guys. Let me see what the damage is in this.
Findral might have broke his foot on that damn door.
Okay,
He's dodging.
Findral, you take 2 points of piercing damage. Van Renfield, and actually Pitawick was able to dodge it too. Pitawick and Findral, you take 2 points of piercing damage. Van Renfield and Xantix, you take 5 points of piercing damage. Okay. So you all have now these doors open and you begin to move inside. I'm guessing
It's the wrong number.
Findral, you're going into this room by yourself? Or maybe with
Yes.
someone behind you? Okay.
Yeah.
You go inside. Xantix, what door are you going in?
I'm going with Van Renfield.
Okay.
Probably a good
Van
choice.
Renfield, you take a step inside, and you have to wait a second, and you see Xantix running towards the door. What do you do? And you also see as these creatures all begin to swarm closer and closer, pretty much just behind him.
So wait, sorry, I see Xantix coming up behind me, but the door's blown open, right?
The door's blown
Yeah.
open, yeah. It's not busted, it's just been, blown open.
Yeah, I want to go dive in the door, and so they're coming in behind me. I want to gesture them in and go come on, and send out a couple Eldritch blasts so give them covering fire.
Okay, roll 2 attacks with your Eldritch Blast.
13 and 14.
13 and 14. Okay. Just enough, man. As two of these creatures are just about to set upon Xantix and Piddlewick, you manage to blast these creatures back and give them enough time to enter. And they rush behind, but these creatures are still coming. What do you all want to do?
Probably, I don't know, something weird like
Barricade the
cast a
door.
spell or something.
Huh?
Barricade the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
barricade the door.
So
I'm still blasting with my Eldritch Blast.
you are. Keep roll 2 attacks, Malachi.
Yeah, I've just been unrelenting.
Just blasting.
12 and a natural 20.
Okay. The first one misses, and that one was intended to block some of the creatures that were entering towards Van Renfield's door. However, the second one hits well enough to where, Findral, you have just a second longer to try to barricade this door if you'd like. Okay, so first of all, give me 1 second. All right. Van Renfield, as you and Xantix begin to look around to see what you can use to barricade this door, you immediately get the rich smell of fermenting wine, and you can see that this is a 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. Two large, you see the 2 large sliding doors and the one you just came through. You also see another set of open doors over here. What particularly catches your attention is that you see standing atop one of these barrels is a wild-looking woman, very similar to one of the druids you encountered on the road. She is pouring something into one of these vats of wine, and she turns and looks at you and just goes, "They're here," through rotted teeth, as she just screams
You're ruining
out.
good wine.
How high up is she? How high up is she?
She is 12 feet up.
Do I hear this?
You do hear this behind you, Malachi.
I
I'm
turn around
going to.
immediately.
Okay, Malachi, you are huge in this room. It's like up to your, like you're kind of having to squish your head.
No, I thought he shrunk. Oh, even at 6'3"?
No, you're not. You've not been shrunk.
Yeah, he shrunk me so I can fit in the window. That's
Did
what I
you?
thought.
You were able
Yeah.
to. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
fit
can-
without shrinking?
I said that if I see him trying to go in the house, and if I think I said specifically, if I see him going into a space smaller than he can fit, then I'll drop it.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if I fit while big, then
I'm gonna say honestly, yeah. I mean, you're pretty slender. So, I mean, before you even have a chance to really like hesitate about it, Xantix, he just like barrels through the window. Like he fits in even at his enlarged state.
Okay.
fuck yeah.
Like, I mean, he is slender and he's
let me
very
double-
dexterous.
Hold on, let me just double check to.
I did
the
roll a nat
spells.
20 on my
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's one of the things that helped that.
Let me double check the spells that I've cast. I haven't.
Yeah, keep marking these off as you're using them, guys.
Well, I was just saying. No, because I casted enlarge, reduce, and then magic missiles, and that's it, right?
You cast enlarge and then you cast magic missile. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I was making sure my concentration was still up.
Okay. So you all see that druid there. You also see that this side door over here is open as well. Findral. We'll take you since you're in a smaller room. You hear this shouting through the door, but you find yourself in this small room filled with strips of iron and wood that lie in neat piles on the floor, and it's sort of a workshop. There's hammers, nails, all kinds of tools around you. What do you want to do as you begin to see these creatures just begin to slowly inch towards? However, you see that some of Malachi's Eldritch Blast have bought you a little bit of time. What do you want to do? There's also another door that leads further into the winery.
I'm gonna hit that door. Look, I'm gonna try to open it.
Open this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're on the upper level, right?
Who's on the upper level?
They are.
No,
Or they,
no,
just Malachi's on the upper level.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go in that black room.
Okay. All right. As you move in, you just find that there's another door here, a wooden staircase that leads upstairs, and the rest is just filled with old casks of wine, unopened. But you move in, and you can hear that these creatures are moving closer and closer to these doors.
Do I know that they're wine? Like, there's only wine in those barrels?
It looks very much like wine. None of them are broken or open. They look like unopened barrels of wine.
Okay, I'm gonna go up the steps.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. All right, as you move in, Van Renfield, Xantix, and Pitawick, what are you all doing at this moment? As this door is open and these creatures are beginning to move in, and there's this druid standing right here who turns to you menacingly.
I want to go for the druid, and as I yell to them lock the door, but I want to grab her off the ladder and throw her to the ground and subdue her with my manacle.
You say this. Well, okay. She's also 12 feet up.
Yeah, but she's on a ladder. She's standing on a ladder.
Yeah. Can I just take my scythe and push?
I want to pull the ladder out from under her.
So before this is you're still upstairs, Malachi, and we'll get to you in just a second.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check, Van Renfield.
To pull, did you hear me? I want to pull the ladder out from under her.
Yeah.
Right.
16. You just barrel forward and just shoulder into this ladder as it falls to the ground and collapses, and she falls as well, taking 5 points of damage.
That's almost max.
I
know, because I was thinking about casting Gust on her to knock her off.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay. All right. And then, so you just barrel in, and we'll say that's a bonus action since you didn't really have to do anything. Just shoulder it. What do you want to do as she's laying on the ground, prone?
I want to tie her up.
Okay. Roll another athletics check.
20. Nat 20.
Nat 20. You just fling her over and begin to and just quickly manacle her on the ground as she's laying now restrained on her front. Just kill them, as she's just shouting. Xantix,
I want to shove a rag in her mouth.
Hold on. You just manacled her. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Xantix, what are you doing as he's doing this?
I want to shove a rag in her mouth. No. What's the biggest thing that I think that I could reasonably move?
Roll a investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation to see what you can move.
With I'll say with Piddlewick's help.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say with a magnifying glass. He goes around and investigates.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Okay. Well, it's investigation. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's 22.
22. There isn't much, but through your investigation, you're able to not waste any time as you and Pitawick go and grab a few planks of wood and a crate that seems to be rather heavy, and you both go ahead and roll a strength check with advantage.
Yikes.
Yeah, this is the hard part.
Okay.
Van Renfield knew there was a tool room over there with nails and
That's what I
hammers.
figured.
How you gonna use them?
Yeah.
That's a 15.
15. Yeah, with you found the weakest object and you actually, you know, had a lot of strength and confidence, so you both are able to pull it over and just push it up against this wall, up against this door in this area as you sort of like close the door back and push this box and barrel up against it.
Question.
Go ahead.
Is that going to be, do I think that's going to be enough to keep the door barricaded?
With your investigation as part of it, you also found something that you think would be enough. So that was what you were looking for, is something light enough and something you think would be enough. You hope it's enough. You know, there's a lot of creatures, you think it should be okay for the moment.
Okay.
And in fact, so that I remember.
I assume, like, maybe in my mind, like, I brace it against something, you know, like,
Sure.
Against something heavier, like a chair against a door.
I mean, this is a full crate. Like, it's not empty. Like, it's full of a lot of things. And there's, like, a plank of wood, pieces of wood that you wedge in. So just to remember, we'll put this little boy there. Okay. So, all right. Everyone manages it through there with no issues. You have this woman tied down. Findraw, you hear this opening and you hear these creatures beginning to come through this door. You said you want to go up the stairs?
Yep.
Okay. Let me take you to the second floor. And Malachi, you said you wanted to come outside of the door?
Yeah, since you said I would have heard her
Yes.
yell, "They're here." So
Yes. So
yeah,
you
I'm gonna-
immediately walk outside of this door, and it's very narrow for you, but Jesus, you're having to kind of tiptoe along this narrow balcony, but you can see below you.
I love the idea of just like giant Shrek Malachi, like being like, "Oh, I hope I don't step on anything."
You
Like,
also immediately see Findraw coming up right beside you as this staircase is right here. Down below, this is where you see, and let me, just for reference, show you where they all are. They're down below. Where's Piddlewick? There he is. They're down below you, Malachi. So just to keep that in mind. And then let me get my.
But I don't have a visual.
You do have a visual. You can see right down there. You're kind of
On
like
the druid.
tiptoeing.
Okay,
Yeah, and let me get the druid out here. I'm trying to find her. My little druid token. There she is. She's tied up on the. You see Van Renfield just holding her down, tying her up. You immediately step out onto this balcony, and it takes and as you step out and Findraw comes up as well, you see that these two doors open along the hallway, and these creatures step out. At this point, everyone's done very well in the skill challenge. Let's have everyone roll initiative.
But if they step out, that triggers it. They're within my range, especially since I'm gigantic.
It does.
Just for that surprise.
Okay.
God damn, I'm rolling hot. 24.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second.
It'll be whoever's closest.
It would trigger it whenever they come within 20 feet of you. I would.
Okay,
think.
so
Yeah.
can I get that and then roll initiative?
Yeah.
Because if they pop out, I'm just that's a feat.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative. Or go ahead and roll attack on that.
What else do I get for being gigantic?
You get
Advantage. Go ahead.
you get an extra.
Is it 1d8 or 6?
No, it's not that much. It's less than you would think, which I think is lame, but it's still a cool spell. I think it's just you get a
His target
D4.
size doubles. His growth increases by a large centimeter. If there isn't enough room for the target to double its size, the creature's... The target's weapons also grow to match this new side. While these weapons are enlarged, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 extra damage.
You get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Oh, that's the big benefit too.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so I roll...
just for reference, strength checks does not mean attacks that use strength.
Yeah.
If you wanted to try and grapple someone, you would have like strength on that, for example.
Yeah. Okay, you rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
And that's with an extra D4. That will be 14 points of damage.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Findral, what was your initiative?
24.
24. Malachi.
Oh, I forgot to roll initiative. Oh shit, that's the I had extra D4s.
Xantix, what's your initiative?
12.
19.
19. Piddlewick.
Also, can we take a bathroom break before we get into it?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me get everyone's Van, let me get your initiative and then
20.
20. Okay. Yeah. Everyone, if you want to go ahead and take a bathroom break while I get the combat set up.
Rad.
You know, I was hoping that y'all would do some cool, clever stuff, and y'all did not disappoint. So, blasting a giant hole, although burning the spell slots, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so let's pick up with combat. All right, at the top of combat, we have Findra. As these three, you see these three creatures just sort of lumbering out.
Okay, so they're down. Are they all upstairs? Or I'm confused. I thought me and him.
They're all upstairs.
When did they get upstairs?
They just came out of those doors upstairs. So,
okay.
So here's how. Let me just do a little bit of explaining because
I was confused.
So basically, I rushed through this. So you're on a balcony right now. That sort of wraps around this way too. There are one door that Malachi just came through, and then 3 other doors.
Okay, so Malachi's in front of me. So he's
hold on, and then there's a door over here that leads to this balcony that wraps around. All this tiles down here, that is below. That is the first level.
Okay, so they're on the below. The tower is.
Yeah. Van
okay, that's why I was confused. Okay, I thought you said they're upstairs. Okay, so Malachi is blocking pretty much most of everything in front of me, right?
Yeah, you can barely see these.
Okay,
guys.
so. Can I roll like a perception check that, like, if I burn the steps underneath me,
burn the steps?
Yeah, so nothing can come up the fucking steps.
You are on the steps and you can't.
Can I like finesse myself like in between Malachi? Is there enough space to like do that?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the rules specifically state you can move through a friendly space. You just can't end your turn there.
Okay. Well, shit.
And you just watched me hack one of them.
Well, okay. Can I? Fuck. Hold on. How big are these steps? Like, how far did I go up?
You went up probably like 20 feet.
Okay, so can I cast bonfire on the? Actually, no. Can I cast? Fuck.
So,
can I cast magic missile on the bottom 10 foot of the steps to see if I can bust them? Just the bottom.
Roll an intelligence check. Just add your intelligence modifier.
Or
actually, you can add your investigation.
What do you mean?
So roll an investigation check.
Okay, good, because that roll fucking sucked ass. I'm glad you said that.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 22 on investigation.
What was the roll you first rolled?
I don't want to say it.
You still have to roll. You have to keep.
It was 8. It was 8.
Okay, it's 8, and then you add the 5. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, yeah, it's pretty easy to tell that if you did that, you'd just blow out the stairs below you and you'd fall 20 feet.
Don't make things easy, do you?
No. I mean, sorry I don't let you just blow out the support that you're standing on.
Motherfucker.
What spells do you have? You have so many spells.
I'm going to go ahead and say that it's apparently, like, enlarge does not increase the range of your weapon. As it's part of the rules, and it has been kind of agreed. But
I don't know. Is that true? Because it says it increases to the size of your character.
That's really stupid.
I mean,
like if it says that.
Let's make. I mean, that should mean like with like bow and arrows, but like physically, if I can.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. Yeah.
I mean,
it makes sense. Your weapon's a reach. Yeah. All right.
It's rule of cool, boy.
All right.
That's totally rule.
All right. So Chase, is there anything that I can grab onto, like any piece of wood?
You can. Okay.
Beside me that I can grab.
In fact,
right now.
On, let me. This door's open. Now that I think about it, that door's open.
Oh, that door's open?
Yeah, I forgot to open that door.
Okay, I'm gonna move one space up.
You can move your guy.
I'm gonna move. Oh, duh, fucking stupid.
You
Hold on.
shouldn't be able to move in any space that's closed off.
It won't let me. Everything's gray on my roll 20. Like it won't let me see
Everything's
anything.
gray.
Yeah. Let me refresh and see if it still does it. Yeah, everything's gray. Like I can't see anything in the house.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Maybe.
Like a minute ago, like it's all gray and my calc.
There you
Oh,
go. That
there
should
we go.
fucking work because
All right,
if I
I'm
actually
gonna move right
you-
here.
So you
I'm
can't
gonna
end. Yeah. Okay.
I know. I'm gonna cast magic missile on the steps and blow them bitches out.
Okay.
Let me bone and
Huh.
spell slot.
Let me see if I can find a rubble token. That would be cool.
And then what's in here? Fuck. All right, Malachi's blocking that door, so I'm going. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna shut this door.
You're gonna shut the
And
door.
I'm gonna shut the door. And then I'm gonna take that. Does it count as an action if I move all the shit in front of the door while I'm in there?
Yeah. That
All
would,
right.
Well,
I move.
yeah, you're not gonna be able to move all the shit
Alright,
after
alright, okay,
casting
okay.
magic missile.
Okay. So I'm just gonna like barricade the door with my hands, I guess,
Okay.
or it's shut.
Okay. All right. That is your turn. It is now Van Renfield's turn.
All right. So can I move out into that hallway?
Into which
Or
hallway?
I'm trying to get a. Well, yeah. Okay, so that's on the upper level.
This is you, yeah.
So yeah, I've got that wildling, fucking woman there.
Let me see if I can tied up. Tied up. Restrained.
I kind of want to like drag her over into the corner. Well, so there's no like enemies right in this room with us except for her.
Not that you can see. Actually roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Ah.
19.
19. Okay. What you see is that this door is open, and these two doors are open, and you can kind of see outside, and you can hear some rattling of like twigs and bushes coming from this doorway. You can hear them beginning to pound on this door, but it seems like that box is holding.
Okay.
These are the
yeah.
hold on one second. These are the stairs that lead upstairs. And what was your total roll again?
19 for perception.
Yeah, you hear some movement upstairs
Mm-hmm.
from where Malachi are. And 1 second.
Well, I can tell you, it's like I can tell that this room is not safe. Like we barricaded that one door, but this whole room is fucked. So I'm gonna make a mad dash for up those stairs, and tell and like I want to leave the
Leave her
druid
there.
woman. Yeah, fuck her.
Okay. So 5,
I want to go up
10,
these stairs.
15. So you're at 15. Give me 1 second. Boop. Now you're up here. 15. Okay. So right there, you're
Looks
at
like-
15 feet of movement.
Looks like I made it to the party.
So right now you're at 15 feet of movement.
So I've got a little bit more, right?
Yeah, you got 15 more feet.
All right, and I can tell that they're like fighting some people out in the hall.
Yeah.
Can I fit out into the hall?
That's a
Like
full
what?
hall. So here's how this works. There's a wall here. You can hear things happening over here. There's a
Yeah.
wall right here, and there's a door right here. And there's a door right here.
Okay, well then in that case, sorry, I was looking at a different thing, but can you point out the doors to me real quick again?
Yeah.
Just
Door right there,
yeah.
and a door right there.
Okay. I want to they look like they got that hallway covered. I'm good on that. I
But
just want to
You can't. So if you look on your roll 20, it'll show you what you can see and can't see.
right. I see that, but I hear them like scuffling out in the hallway, and that looks fine to me. So,
Sure.
5, 10. I'm just gonna head toward this door, and I'll end my turn there.
You have 5 feet of movement more.
5 more?
Yeah, you can go diagonally.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll go that way then.
All right. It is Xantix's turn.
Okay. Can I? Is this a door in between me and this other room?
Yeah, that is a door right there.
All right, I meant to have this. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Okay. I had an idea. Oh, where I assumed that I would be bringing my manifest mind closer to me as I moved.
Sure, it's just
Like,
kind of following you
along
at this
with me.
point.
Is it
Yeah.
still outside?
No, I mean, as soon as you ran, like it caught up with you, it just started following you as you ran inside.
Okay. I'll like bonus action, like send it like underneath the door if there's like a space there to look into this other room. I like. Did you say that there were other creatures in this room up here?
Tell you what,
Right.
controlled by Grease. Here's your manifest mind.
Okay. I'd like to send it, if it's just a little boy, send it like underneath the door frame into this other room.
I think it's still. I mean, how big is it? I don't think it can fit under a door. I know it can't go
does
through
not
walls.
say.
I'm gonna say it
Yeah.
can't fit under the door.
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, then fuck. I'll all right, what are my options here? What are the stairways in this room that I've seen
There is
moving
the
around?
stairway. Here's
This is a
an
stairway.
open door, a closed door, an open
Open door.
door, and you can start to kind of see that there's a stairway through this door, in this
Through this
direction.
door.
And there's an open door that leads outside right there, and you're beginning to hear like the rattling of twigs and things like that.
Oh, these are stairs
Yes.
going up.
Yes.
I've been trying not to look at the other screen
No, you're good. You're doing
that
good.
showed everybody else. Okay. Yeah, I thought this was a crate,
No,
which now that I see that it's stairs, that
you
totally
can't.
makes
Okay,
sense.
where are you
Yeah.
going?
Can I peek through this door real quick?
What door?
This one, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You crack it open,
And I'll
and you move through there and peek.
peek in here. I don't see anything.
You
Okay.
do see that this door is open, and
Uh-huh.
You are beginning to see some twig-like creatures coming inside.
Okay. I'll drop a web in this like whole fucking area right
Okay,
here.
what's the radius again?
It's a 20-foot cube, so I would drop it so I can draw it.
I mean, yeah, if you're doing a 20-foot cube, it could literally just fill this whole room.
Yeah.
And you see that these
Well,
stairs are
I'd drop
crumbled
it.
now.
I'd drop it so it covers over a little bit.
Over what?
Like, wait, where do I see like?
They're in here. Like
They're in here.
Let me
Okay.
pop them. Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. Like right in there.
Okay. I'd drop it in there with the crack door and then shut it, and then head upstairs.
Okay.
So I
So-
moved 5, 10, 15, 20, And I assume that's top of the stairs.
Yeah. That area is all webbed up. Okay.
I'd move my full movement. What do I see upstairs?
Let me go ahead and move you. Roll 20 is difficult to do with 2-story buildings. Zontiques. There you are.
Okay. So 20, 25, or 25, 30. Yeah. So I'll move as far as I can there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. It is now this druid's turn. As she is going to do nothing, as she is restrained. She is going to get up off the ground as she's just her arms are manacled behind her. And she is going to rush out of this room, out towards those doors. And you can no longer see her.
And busted her ass unconscious.
All right. Next, it is.
What did she do?
She ran out of these doors. So downstairs, she ran out of those doors.
Great.
Okay. It is now. Give me one moment. This druid's turn. He's going to step outside of here. And you can just see his, he's got like a bone helmet on, and he's just got all kinds of rags, and you can honestly just smell him from here. It is pretty terrible. He is going to cast Entangle on you, Van Renfield. So I need you.
Do your worst.
Or sorry, on you, Malachi. That's my bad. Malachi. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Lol.
Or no,
With
sorry.
advantage.
Hold on 1 second. Grasping for a duration, a creature in this area you cast a spell. Yeah, strength saving throw.
All right, with advantage.
With advantage.
18. I rolled 2 18s.
2 18s. As you begin to feel like vines and roots begin to come up from the ground, you just, in your giant shape, just kind of kick them away and just kind of crush them on the bottom of your boot. Not really much effort, and he just goes, ugh. Let me see. All right. He is going to look frustrated, and he's going to move away down this
Do I get
hallway.
attack of opportunity?
5, 10, 15, 20. No, here's where you would get opportunity.
That's fine.
And he's going to move down this hall out of view. Okay, next we have some other movement. Okay. It is now these two creatures' turn. This creature is going to approach you, Malachi. And it is going to...
first attack was the surprise round attack, correct? Where they hopped out within my range.
It was a reaction.
Yeah, but that was before we had officially entered initiative, right? I'm just curious. It's up to you. Otherwise, I'd take another one as he approaches.
I'm gonna say it was the reaction on your first turn. So,
okay,
or like it was, the reaction as combat began.
That's fine.
Yeah, because he stepped out and then and you attacked him and then we were in combat. He's going to approach you. He's going to attack with, and this creature is very vine-like. Like it's not very sharp and native, but it's going to fling out with some of its viney hands. That is a 13 to hit.
Misses.
As it just sort of tries to scrape out at some vines, but you just deflect them back with your scythe. This creature, behind it, another vine-like creature is going to approach you as well, doing the exact same thing. And that is a 22 to hit. I need you to... actually... Yeah, so it lashes out its vines, and the vines begin to wrap around your arms and constrict, dealing 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are considered grappled.
No save? No saving throw?
No. You'd have to use your turn, but... You are considered grappled, and you are considered restrained. Okay. As its tangles wrapped around you, it is your turn.
So, it's the one behind him that has me grappled?
Yes.
Alright, I want to... I'm going to attack him. Just attack him.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
And these have the +4. 17 plus 24.
And that's +4 to damage, not to attack rolls.
Yeah, 17 plus 7.
Okay, gotcha.
It's 24.
24, that hits.
And then I'll go ahead and do the damage.
Yeah.
12 points of damage.
12 points as you slash and begin to cut away at some of its viney leg as pieces of wood and vine just begin to shrivel on the ground. It's still standing and got its arms wrapped around you.
I'll hit him again.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, thank God. That one's, oh my God, that's a 14 damage.
14, just enough to just bring your scythe back and cut across both of its arms, cutting loose the vines around your body, and this creature just kind of rises and just...
And then a fluid motion, I'm going to take the blunt in and hit the other guy.
Okay.
That's a D4. 14.
14, that hits.
Oh, wow.
Did you add your damage, Malachi, that you took?
It's 8. It's 8. I have it written down. I haven't updated it, though.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
I'll do that. And this one is the extra D4 on this, so that's 9.
9 points of damage as you just crack the blunt ends at the side of its face as it just... And it's just made of pure vine, and like there's just a very wind-like cold breeze that comes from its mouth. All right, what would you like to do? Any bonus action? Or you already used
it's
your
pretty...
bonus action?
I already used my bonus action. It's pretty narrow. Fendraw, what is he? He's not behind me, right?
Yeah, he closed this door that you came through.
It's just the one guy in front of me and then another one further down.
Yeah, and there's always also that druid that rounded the corner.
Shit. I'll stand my ground, I guess.
Okay. All right. Okay. It is now these
That
blights'
extra
turn.
damage is nice.
Yeah, it is. It's like a whole nother one of your d4s. I mean,
Yeah, it's
okay. These creatures, you see, they are more jagged. They have large, thorny needles coming from their skin, and you see as they reach out their hands, and this one shoots a needle at you. But that is only a 7 to hit. As you dodge out of the way, the needle just flying by your head and piercing into the wood. You see as the one behind it readies its needly hand as well. Ooh, only 6 to hit. As you dodge another needle, this time just a fluid motion of like smoky airness. This one, you see, steps out from this room as well and fires its needle. Only a 14 to hit, as you still are just too dexterous, and just 3 needles. You just dodge in quick succession as you ready your scythe and just kind of grit your teeth.
Matrix that.
Pretty much. Okay, and this one steps to the side in the hallway. Okay. It is now Piddlewick's turn. As Piddlewick is going to hide. Piddlewick being extra stealthy.
I forget that Piddlewick gets his own turn.
Yep.
I'm used to having Xantix too. Rip.
Yep.
Just a heads up, he is coming back as a different animal.
Piddlewick is moving beside you, Xantix, and just kind of readying himself next to you. Sort of ready for anything. You all on this balcony, so Van Renfield, Piddlewick, and Xantix, you begin to hear just sort of a and you look down and you see that this barrel is beginning to shake and tremble until finally, suddenly, you see that the lid just blasts off this barrel.
That's bad. That's a bad thing.
And let me see if I can do this real quick. Will it let me do it? Oh yeah, that's amazing. As just dozens of these twig-like creatures just pour out from this barrel, and all begin to just kind of scatter all across the floor. Just,
That old lady still shackled in the bottom.
she ran outside.
Get off.
As these creatures just begin to swarm towards the stairs, seemingly intent on coming upstairs.
Hey, Chase, I just realized
What?
Brandon no big no more.
Oh, because of the spider web.
Yeah, I forgot.
Take the damage off the second guy, I guess, because I would have had to take a third shot to kill the guy that grappled me, right?
Yeah. So that.
So just
damage
take
was
that 9.
9. Okay.
Just take it off of him.
That works.
Yeah, it's
That
fine.
works.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good call.
Concentration, man.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny little Malachi.
It's a bitch.
Teeny tiny little 6-foot Malachi.
Why can't I just concentrate on more
6'3".
spells?
Okay, Findraw, it is now your turn.
All right. So, clarification. Where are so those little things are downstairs, right?
Yeah.
All right. Where is the main steps that Van Renfield came up? Right outside the door I'm in?
Right here. No. You destroyed the stairs that you came up.
Okay, yeah, but Van
Here's-
Renfield came up. How far away? Can I like open the door and see that?
No,
Or-
there's a wall right here.
Okay.
So there's this hallway, and then there's a door here. So pretty much you would have to go through this hallway through here, and then this opens up to the main area.
Okay. So if I blow that wall up,
What do you want to
Well,
try
I
to
hit-
blow the wall?
I've got some things. Okay.
Okay.
But if I step on the same square as Malachi, will I hit him? That's the question. I don't understand how that
you-
works.
so for
if I
instance-
cast a spell while I'm on the same tile as him.
If you, for instance, let's say you open this door, blew a hole in the wall. It depends on the spell you use, but to blow a hole in the wall, you might hurt Malachi.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take all the shit in the room and I'm gonna barricade myself within the room.
Okay. You also notice that there's two doors, one here and then one here in between you and Malachi.
Oh my lord! I know there's another door in this place. All right. So there's just one other door. Okay.
Yeah.
How much gold do I have? Hold on.
Oh my god.
How much gold do I got?
Sorry. Two doors. Two doors.
Wait.
Or three doors is what I mean.
In this room
One
I'm
door
in?
right here, one door right here, and one door right here.
Okay. Pendrog's gonna walk up. Hold up. Where's my thing? Okay. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna peek this door. See what's down there. I'm gonna peek it.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Let me see what's in there. Can I see down the hallway? What's in there? Whoop. Alright. I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna shut it back. Alright.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. You do see shit through this doorway. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
You see two vine creatures coming up this hallway.
Okay, so that's like 10 movement? Okay. So I'm
That's
gonna
15 feet, yeah. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15,
What's my movement? 30?
yeah. So you
Okay,
just
so
used
if I move-
5, yeah, you've used 10 feet.
Alright. Alright. So I'm gonna move over here. Or I suppose whatever. 1, 2, 3, whatever. Right here. Okay. And I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Where?
And I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna ping it. How do I ping?
Right here?
No. Let me ping, damn it.
Just hold down
my
your
God.
click. Just hold it down.
Alright, I'm gonna cast it where it's blocking enough radius with both doorways.
Okay, let's see. What's the radius on? Okay, so it's only got 5 feet. There's no way it can.
There's
block
only
both.
5?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Okay, well, I know those bastards are in that one, so right here, baby. Right in front of that door.
Okay. You have a flaming ball.
Damn straight. So I'm doing. I'm gonna post up.
Okay.
We ready? We posted.
Ooh, you know what we're gonna do? This is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's a fiery ball. Okay. All right, mark off your spell. Van Renfield, it is your turn.
I want to move for that door. I want to get out of this room with all these crazy
5, 10, 15, 20,
5,
25.
10, 15, 20,
You wanna open this door?
25. And go through that door.
Okay. As soon as you open the door, you see right here is another vine-like creature.
Sweet. I want to attack it
Okay. Let's pull you out of here. And as
with
you
my sword.
And as you step out, you see behind it is another druid, and you see just around this corner is another creature as well.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Nat 20 on that attack.
Rickety wrecked.
And so my damage, let me remember.
Your damage is, since you're
I
using,
haven't lit up my
you have
flame sword yet, although maybe I should. Fuck. I'm not gonna yet.
Yeah, okay. All right. So you're gonna roll 2d8s plus 4.
Cool. $14.
14. Okay. As you slash out, just sending pieces of wet, dead, soppy, spongy vine just flying over this opening. And down here, you can see that this leads below into like the loading dock area, and you can see that carriage below. And you can hear skirting around a bunch of these twig-like creatures. But you just slash some of these vines off of this creature, and it just...
But it's not dead yet?
It is not dead yet.
All right, I want to attack it again.
Okay.
18, motherfucker, plus.
That hits.
Yeah, it hits. And then, all right, 1d8 plus 4. 9.
Slash again, slicing up one of its arms, near like cutting it completely off. However, it's still just barely standing with one viney arm just flailing about.
Knock it back with my shield.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics.
19.
Okay. And this
Fuck
thing
yes!
only rolls an 8.
I'm raging.
Only rolls an 8. And it is going to fly back into this druid. And let me see if he can roll. And you knock it back how far? 5 feet? Or are you knocking it prone?
5. I mean, yeah, I want to knock it into this druid.
He is sturdy enough to sort of catch it, however, so they're both knocked back 5 feet as he sort of backs up a little bit, using 5 feet of his movement on his next turn.
Cool, man. And fuck it. I'm going to use my bonus action to... Oh, wait, no, I used my bonus action. Never mind.
All right. Xantix, it is your turn.
Okay, my question is this like... Sorry. Is this like one creature, or is it just like
it's
a
like
mass?
It is a mass of twigs.
Okay.
In fact, we'll say. I mean, it is just an absolute hodgepodge.
Okay.
Being slowly filtering out of this barrel.
Okay. Are they like coming towards these stairs?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use a fucking classic, an absolute banger of a spell. Grease.
What's the radius on grease?
It's a 10-foot square. I'll draw it. I could draw it. I'll do it. It's already set on the right color. There.
Amazing. Okay. All
I'm
right.
making them a little slippy boys.
They immediately have to roll one, and then how does it work?
Yeah, they all of that entire mass that's in that square has to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what's your DC?
That's a good question. You roll it, and I'll tell you if it passes.
What's your DC?
16.
Holy fuck. Amazing. So, first group succeeds. Second group fails. Third group just fails. So, these ones that are ahead, You can just tell that it's just a mass of some of these ones at the front are just sort of barreling through. However, like 2/3 of them are just slipping and falling.
We'll take it. I will use the rest of my turn to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Get away. And then I'll tell Piddlewick, go, run.
Okay.
Come to me, wherever, anywhere.
Okay.
It's a lot of them.
All right. That druid has ran outside. It is now this druid's turn, as he is going to open this door.
It's him.
5. And he's going to look around and see you all beginning to move, and you're just going to go, just gritting very rotted and gross teeth. I need... Van Renfield and Xantix, I need you both to roll strength saving throws.
I'm glad you gave me the one that I'm good at.
Yep.
Rolled a big fat 8.
Eight.
I also rolled an 8.
Oh, okay.
9 - 1.
You both are restrained
Yeah, I don't like that.
as vines
Ooh,
begin to just...
wait.
What?
Fuck.
What?
Hold on, let me read the spell description.
Of what?
Counter spell.
Ah.
If I can cast it, then I'm gonna cast it.
I mean, this is literally the time you can cast it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it.
Yeah. If the creature's casting its level of third spell or lower, the spell fails. So, as this creature grits its teeth and reaches out, you just see it's the next time, though, as soon as you see it beginning to cast a spell, you need to use that before you roll your saves. Just letting you know.
I forget.
You're good.
Yeah.
As you see him reach out his hand, you just see the like divine green or the magic green energy just begin to fade in his hand as he just and just grits his teeth as he then casts some magic over his quarterstaff that he's carrying. 30, and begins to move towards you. Next.
Get him!
So, you both are not restrained. Thanks to that counter spell. Okay.
But we're casting magic on our weapons, are we?
Okay.
Can't wait.
It is
I didn't realize it was that kind of a part.
It is now this druid's turn, as he is going to 10, and just rush right beside you, Van Renfield. And he's going to reach out his hand, and you all just feel a loud, thunderous shock. I need you both to roll. I need Xantix and Van Renfield to roll Constitution saving throws.
That's actually the one that I'm good at.
You ain't proficient in it, though.
I'm not proficient in it, but
14.
I have a plus to Constitution.
What'd you roll?
14.
14?
Okay. dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You both are managed to keep your feet as this thunderous energy crashes against you. You now only take 6 points of thunder damage each.
Gross. I don't like it. I say ow. I don't like. I say ow. I don't like it.
Okay. As he does that, you see that
You
this
said
one
6.
also
Sorry.
also casts some magical energy on his staff as well.
Sorry, you said 6, right?
6, yeah. So
Okay.
Van and Xantix mark 6 points of thunder damage each. Okay, Malachi. This creature now moves at you again, making its attack as well, trying to wrap its vines around you once again. And that is a 13 to hit.
Oh.
As it just tries to wrap around, and this time it sort of wraps around your scythe, and you just twist it loose, just shaking it off as this creature just readies itself to try again. But it is now your turn, Malachi.
So the sit rep he's still in front of me. There's more back further.
Well,
Shit,
all
I'm
you
just
can
gonna-
see is this hallway.
Yeah. I'm just
And,
gonna
yeah, there's these
deal
two
with what's
back
in
here.
front of me. That's
Okay.
all Malachi would do. He'd be very.
Sure.
That's the wrong dice. 19. Oh no, 15. I added a +4. 22.
That hits.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just going to roll for damage. 10 points of damage.
Okay, as you slash out at its leg, cutting a deep gash, this creature's still standing.
Does he look pretty rough? I'll go
Pretty
ahead and
rough.
hit him with that. I'll go ahead and hit him again with the regular attack. 15.
15, that hits.
I like these guys, just low AC. This time's 11 points of damage. Wow.
Just enough to absolutely decapitate this creature and slice off its plant-like head, just cutting it across the neck as the vines wither and die.
And then I will step forward, and there's that other one at the end of the hall, correct?
Mm-hmm. There's
Just
two
gonna
of
keep
them.
running. Yeah, I'm gonna just step towards them,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hit him with the blunt end with my bonus action.
I'm assuming you're getting 10 feet away from this one?
Yeah, I'm right with 10 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and
All
make
right.
your attack.
15.
15, that hits.
Oh, sweet. They're all the same. Cool. And we'll do 6 points this time.
6 points as you crack against this creature, and that seemed to really hurt it. It's looking rough.
Nice. That's my turn.
Okay. It is now this vine creature's turn, as it is going to step forward, and you see it just sort of reach out its arms and just, and its vines begin to reach out all around it. The ground around you both becomes like entangled with vines and is difficult to walk on now. I need you both to make strength saving throws.
Both
You're
being
doing this to me. I hate that you're doing this to me.
is both me and
Yep, Van Renfield and
Yeah.
Xantix.
I'm shaking this one a lot.
Plus, what is it? Strength
Yeah, strength saving throw.
21. I am
let
on
me
fire.
shake this little dicey boy around a little bit more. Oh, God damn it! I dropped it on the ground. Are dice dropped on the ground?
Roll it again. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that was a good one. Okay. Okay. Yes, better actually. 16.
16. You both manage to fight off the vines as they try to wrap and rise up to constrict around you. This creature looks very frustrated. However, let's see. You then see the other vine-like creature begin to do the same thing. As it buries its hand into the ground, this vine creature right around the corner. I need you both to make strength saving throws again.
You bitch.
As the
Wait,
ground
it hits me even through the wall?
Yeah, it's all around the ground in a 15-foot radius.
17.
It's
Bullshit.
literally coming
Okay.
from underneath the walls and up through the ground, the wood, to the floor.
All right, well, suck it. It's a 17.
You both begin to kick and flail and fight off this attack as well. The druid just begins to, you worthless creatures. Okay.
Wait, the plants can talk?
No, the druid is saying that to the plants.
Oh.
Okay. Malachi, you see as these needle-like creatures all begin to ready their hand to shoot out these needles out at you. That is a 14 to hit. The second one is another 14 to hit. And
You're muted, Malco.
this third creature rounds around the corner to try to make its attack, and that's a 15 to hit.
That one hits me.
Okay, so this one rounds around the corner and shoots out a piercing needle that deals 11 points of piercing damage as you dodge a needle, but this one rounds around the corner and just hits you square in the shoulder. 11 points of piercing damage.
Where's that one that just hit me?
It just rounds around the corner right here, standing right next to this one, and then it ducks back
Okay,
down in the corner as well.
I'll just take it. It's 11. Cool.
Okay. Do you mark off make sure to keep marking off your health? Yeah, so I can keep track of it as well. Okay. It is now Piddlewick's turn. As Piddlewick is now face to face with this druid, he is going to run up and just start stabbing with his little daggers. However, he's not able to hide, so he gets no advantage. That is
Stabbing, as is tradition.
as
with Piddlewick.
is tradition for Piddlewick. Actually, hold on. Actually, no, Piddlewick wouldn't do that. Piddlewick would. You see, because you told Piddlewick to run. So Piddlewick, you see, he's going to turn back towards you, Xantix, and he's going to sort of touch himself, and you see this magical aura appear around him, and he's going to run away.
That's my boy.
Right near.
That's my boy.
Okay. It is now these twig creatures' turn. As a bunch of them begin to make it up the stairs, being unhindered
shit.
by the grease.
I thought they were one unit,
Nope.
like Legion.
These begin to make it up the stairs. However, these are still slowed by the grease. Wait, okay, so is it they move half movement, or do they have to...
In theory, like, they would use half of their movement to stand up, and then the grease would be difficult terrain, which would take half of their movement to go through. So, for instance,
Yeah.
if they had
A half of a half.
30-foot movement, they could move 5 foot if they pass their check.
Yeah, okay. Well, they don't have to do a check again. It's if they
No,
end
no,
their
no.
turn
Yeah, yeah.
there.
They don't have to move. They don't have to do their check again. But if they have 30-foot movement, it takes 15 feet of movement to stand up,
So
and then it takes.
a lot of them
well-
are still in the grease.
Yeah, yeah.
There's only a
And
few
at
that
the
are managing
at the
to-
end of their turn, they also have to
Yeah.
make their check again.
Fail. They all fail. And fall ground. Okay. All right. It is Findraw's turn. What are you doing?
All right, so I just put lotion on my hand. So I'm going to, if you can move my character for me, like
Yeah.
I said, my hand's
Gotcha.
sore. I'm going to. So if I move my ball, does that count as an action?
I believe it's a bonus action. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
So I am going to actually first. I'm gonna look out the window because there's a window, right? There's
Mhm.
Malachi. Okay, I'm gonna look out the window and see how many of these twig people are outside, if any,
Okay.
and see.
You sort of look out the window, and they're not here, obviously, but hundreds
Okay.
are moving through the fields. Like they're still a good distance away. There's like a few here and there beginning to move into the house, or moving around the house. But like throughout the whole vineyard, there's like hundreds.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take the table and chairs, and I'm gonna block the other doorway. Right?
This one.
No, that one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm trying to think what check to make you do this.
Findrog doesn't do one-on-one combat. He's more of a.
One-on-one.
He's more of a let's fuck shit up when no one's around kind of guy.
Okay.
He's let's fuck this shit up as long as I can stand as far away as possible.
He's not big on.
Yeah.
He's not big on close quarter combat. Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check
All right, hold on. Let me. So I can do this with
just
my
to see how
hands.
more-
quickly you're able to barricade this door.
Oh,
He's a
pretty cool.
bunker boy, if you will.
Yeah. Pretty
Oh, I
much.
had a 19. Fuck. I got 4.
A 4.
Yeah. I'm going to use my spell to redo that. Hold on.
Is that how that works? I thought it was
Not a
just
spell.
It's my action.
Feature.
it's a-
I'm gonna use
Bonus
Well,
action.
Chrono Shift.
Well,
It's a
Can
reaction.
I do that?
you or a creature you can see within 30 of you. An ability check or a saving throw. So it specifically says an attack roll and ability. Well, no, this is an
Never
ability
mind.
check. This is an ability check. So yeah, you can. This is your
Okay.
reaction though as well.
Okay. Doing it again. Holy shit! I rolled a fucking 2 that time.
Good job.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
these are
Fucking
heavy-
it.
These are heavy chairs, man. Like
Then
there's
draws a
also
little
a
bitch.
big. Okay, actually, what happens? There's a big metal stove that you just try to spend your whole turn trying to move, and you just can't move it.
Using them.
You
big
try to
brains.
move it. Well, you try and move it, and then you're like, "Fuck! Let me give this another shot on this
No, then
big
you
heavy
rewind
stove."
time,
and
then
you do it again.
Okay.
Findrar, you can just hear Findrar in this room. Shit! Shit! Shit!
This door is open, so yeah, you, Van Renfield, just hear shit. Shit. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
No, I'm straight chilling now.
Okay. Van Renfield, you're up.
Yeah, I want to slit my wrist, cover my sword in blood, and erupt it in flames.
Of course, as is tradition.
That's 1d6. I take 2 damage. And then I want to attack this druid.
And make sure to mark off the 2 damage.
I just did.
Cool, perfect.
I want to attack this druid with like all my might, but if I I really want to like subdue this person. I want to take them to the brink of death and subdue them. So if I can knock them unconscious or something, that's
Okay. Roll. Go ahead and roll 2 attacks first, and we'll just go ahead and roll both
Right.
attacks.
plus. So 15 and 15. Holy shit.
Both hit.
2 tens. Okay. And then my damage is 1. And plus 21 damage.
21 as you just slice across this druid's stomach and then just carve up on his shoulder, just 2 huge gashes on his chest as he just begins bleeding, and he's just clutching his glowing staff as he just and just grits his teeth at you like pretty much a wild animal.
Nice.
Anything with your... Oh, you already used your bonus action. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could do my
Well, you used your bonus action to slit your wrist.
brand, but yeah. Oh wait, no. Whenever I do damage to a creature with my Crimson Right feature, all right. So I also want to carve. So I take my sword and it starts to glow red hot, and there's a big like pentagram thing in the hilt of my sword, and I just sear it onto his forehead. And that means that I know the direction to the creature. Each time the brain creature deals damage to me or a creature I can see within 5 feet of me, the creature suffers 1 psychic damage.
If it attacks you, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just...
All right. He just... as there's just a brand in his head now. And he just... Okay. Xantix, you are up.
All right. I'm going to ask some questions.
Ask your questions.
All right. Can I use magic missile to strike just this side of this wine barrel?
Wait, which side? You're pinging 2 different things. Oh.
Like just this far side of the wine barrel.
Are you hoping to capsize the stairs?
Yeah, I want to like capsize. I want to like blow out the supports on this side, and
so there aren't really like supports. It's just a big wine barrel. You could try to blow out the side of the wine barrel. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. That's a thing that I'm good at.
That one.
19.
19. These stairs are pretty well built. You doubt that the breaking of the wine barrel, like the wine spilling out and busting, would be enough to break the stairs.
Gotcha. So it's not. It's just like a big fucking vat of wine.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, I would like to. I'm gonna cast. Oh wait, does it say that it has to be on a certain creature or an object you can see within range?
What you doing?
All right. Do the stairs count as an object?
Yeah, they're an object. Everything's an object.
All right. I cast reduce on the stairs.
Okay.
That was work-a-late.
It shrinks them down.
You see as this part of the stairs just breaks as they separate, and the stairs are just reduced down to like 10 feet high and not nearly large enough to get these creatures up.
And it says, and just for reference, I would say that the stairs, because the spell says it, it reduces in all dimensions in half.
Yeah, so I mean, it goes like width and height and just like...
Yeah, which if the bottoms and tops are anchored, it just breaks away entirely and falls down.
Yeah, I mean, it and just like cracks in the ground. It's still together. Like, these are sturdy stairs, but they're useless at this point.
Fucking sick. Okay. Are there these are like Van Renfield and these two things here and here are like little ghosts for me. Are they?
Oh, that's weird. Are you sure you're not? Are you on like a different layer or something?
I cannot change layers. That is not available to players.
That's weird. Well, they're not ghosts.
Okay, but like this one and Van Renfield are in existence.
Yes. And there's one behind this corner.
Oh, I can't see that because it's behind the corner. Okay.
Oh, Fendrall, these chairs are beginning to catch on fire, by the way.
Hell yeah.
What are you doing, Xantix?
Let me just double check. I don't think I can fucking do anything. I make a note of how well that spell went in my notebook, because that is the only thing I have that takes a bonus action.
Okay. All right. You all see, and really just, I guess, just use Xantix at this moment. See this druid, now her hands unbound, begin to come back through the door, leading another cluster, and you can see that they're behind her, but they're under this balcony. A few of these little twig creatures as well. But she's sort of like noticing the stairs, and she goes, around the other stairs. And she turns back and begins to lead them.
Actually, can I use my movement to move?
Sure.
Sorry. I'm going to move it here. I'm going to take an opportunity attack from them.
Okay. All right. This vine-like creature. That's a 7 to hit.
No.
All right. Okay. So now.
And just for my reference, which one is the vine-like creature?
Both
the
of
one
these.
up. Both of these?
Yes.
What is this one?
That's a druid.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Cool.
All right. It is now this druid on the balcony's turn. He, looking very frustrated. He's going to try to entangle you all again. So I need a 20-foot square. Yeah, I need Van Renfield and Xantix. I need you both to roll strength saving throws. Piddlewick needs to as well. Ooh, and Piddlewick fails. So Piddlewick is restrained.
My luck ran out.
What'd you roll?
8.
8. Yeah, you are now restrained. Van Renfield? Oh, we lost Van Renfield.
Yeah, he's
okay.
away.
Well, I'll make him roll in a second. But this druid just begins to laugh and just, yes, swarm them, kill them, do it now. Okay. It is now this druid's turn. Oh, damn it. I need Van Renfield to be back. Okay, I'm just going to roll for him.
Oh, no. That's Pie Boy.
And he succeeds. So, perfect.
I'll
Okay.
make some chocolate pie, some feeble elves.
Okay. This. This druid then is going to try to cast Thunder Wave again, as it seems to be his only real option here. Not necessarily knowing what Van Renfield has done to him. In a 15-foot cube. So.
Imagine being on the other end of that and like you're just fighting and you just see my face like.
Okay, I need.
Not great.
All right. Tell me Xantix. Let me see. Let me see about restraint.
Restraint means that I got it pulled up. Your speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus of your speed.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls. Attack rolls have
Okay.
attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, I need Van Renfield and Xantix to roll Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, no, he can't quite get you around the corner, Xantix. So just Van Renfield roll a Constitution saving throw.
Chase, is there 3 levels? Or just
11.
You've only seen 2. Okay, Van Renfield, you feel a crackling of thunderous energy. You take 11 points of thunder damage, and you are thrown through this doorway over the balcony and onto the ground. And the fall is going to deal damage to you as well. 2d6 of bludgeoning. You also take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you crash into the ground below you.
This seems egregious.
Okay, let's move Craig back down here as Van Renfield now finds himself basically Jesus, on the ground here with just a swarm of these twig creatures that are surrounded by grease. But they are right there, and they just notice that you fell right next to them. You also notice, Van Renfield, that staircase is tiny and useless at this point, and you cannot get upstairs going through it.
Is grease flammable?
No.
Nope.
No, the spell is not.
Tried that once before, Van Renfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. I have a plan.
Okay. So this druid then is going to back away. If you want to take an attack of opportunity, if you have your staff.
Yeah.
Roll
I'll
it.
take a fucking attack of
Oh, he does
opportunity. Why
take-
not?
How many points does he get for doing damage to you, Van Renfield? One psychic damage. Okay, so he takes 1 psychic damage as his head just begins to rack with pain.
I like to think that too, like they're confronted with the vision of like fucking like just a mouth like with blood like dripping down it like.
Okay. Jesus. All right. What'd you roll?
I'm trying to figure out if is a or quarterstaves versatile weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So you roll. You have a +4 to your attack.
All right, that's a 15 on the dice.
Whack him
So-
right in the head.
All right, I whack him right in the head. What is the damage on a quarterstaff?
Damage on the quarterstaff is. It's on your sheet. You do.
1d6.
Oh no, sorry. You had a +2. I was looking at.
Okay, so
You had a 15, right?
a 15 on the dice, so that's
It
with
still hits. It
Yeah.
still hits. You do a one.
Alright.
You do a 1d8 -1.
all right. Wait, for a quarterstaff?
Yeah. With a
I
versatility.
thought it was
it's-
one.
It's two hand. You have it in both hands, so 1d8 plus -1.
Oh, I guess I meant finesse. Yeah,
No, it's not. Finesse.
but it's not finesse, but it's versatile.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 1d6,
1d8
Yeah.
+1 since you're using both hands.
1d8 plus 1. Fuck.
-1.
-1.
What'd you roll?
1d8 -1,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 3 -1 equals 2.
You just smack the shit out of the back of his head as he tries to move away, and he's just ow, and just
Ow.
As he moves across this railing. Okay.
Brad. Cool.
Okay. All right. Guys, we are reaching 9:57. We can take a pause here. We can keep going. What do y'all want to do?
I'm dying with the flu right now, so
We got some sick people. We'll take
I think
a
it's
pause
probably
on
a
it, guys.
good time to call it.
But you're
Yeah.
beginning to hear a lot of skittering and scratching all around you. And let me give you just a quick also, Cap. Xantix, I don't know if you've seen this here, but this is like a ramp down.
Yeah.
That, like a declining ramp that goes down.
Oh, that goes down. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Intense session.
All right.
But we
Thanks
got
a bunch, man.
Got a lot more
The
combat.
zombie horde.
Yep.
see ya.